still on the way home. This is what I look like after about 3.5 hours sleep. About the same, really. Crap. But I'm in Shooter Street. Down there's Pratt Street. And Alex said to me another time we were down here, I'm getting an acai. Alex said to me, it's kind of my street, isn't it? And I said, it kind of is. But all right, chat's on the way home. I'm just here to bore you. Alex is always talking about something, and today he was talking about. I like all the Christians, he said. Just a sec. Someone passing. Except the Baptists. I laughed a little bit, you know. I would have thought maybe the Mormons or something, you know. And he said, what's funny about that? I said, well, yeah, the Baptists, they're all right. And I said, we used to have Baptists next door to us. In fact, Sheila, who was a Baptist, next door to us. And I said to him, he was a bit young. I said, she leaned over the fence one day and she said, Damien, is there any way we could talk you into becoming a Baptist? And I said, no, probably not. You know, a Catholic. She said, but Catholics, she said, make the best Baptists. She's still alive. She moved elsewhere. She's about 95. She's doing well. But and then Alex, what did Alex say then? He said, Mum always says she's a Catholic, but she's a bit of a Baptist. She told me, she said, I asked her, Alex said, and she said, I'm a Catholic. And then he said, but she says Baptist things. I said, what's a Baptist thing? And he said, you know, like she says stuff like, she puts the Pope down and says he's just an ordinary person and all that sort of stuff. And he says, I consider that to be Baptist talk. And so, yeah, the conversation, this is how all the conversation, we speak crap. Are you surprised?